Hello lovely creatives, Vivian here again. I see that you enjoyed watching the first digital art print that I created. So this is number 2. As you can see, I've taken a black and white photograph of probably a fashion model. And I've created a rose background, a rose on the sunglasses, and to give a bit of contrast, I've added a red rose here. Okay, I'm also going to add something else in the actual tutorial. So let's go straight over to Canva, canva.com. You can get a free account, although I have the pro account, as you can, it includes a background remover and lots more features. Okay, create a design. What are we going to create? This one I created as an A4, A4 being very, very similar to US letter size. So it's ready to print on your computer. So A4 landscape. Let's see. Okay, there we are. And I'm going to go over to the one I've already created, and I'm going to copy the photo, so you can use, and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so grab yourself a nice photo. If it's your own, even better, or you could always get a family member or a friend to model for you, and maybe use a glamorous hat like this one. Okay, I'm going to bring it down a little bit. I want to leave a little bit down here just to have room for the rose. Let me go back to my reference photo. Okay. Going to make it a bit larger. There we are. Okay. So what did I do next? The first thing I did, I went over to the left menu, to elements, and I looked for a fade to transparent gradient, and as usual I went up to the filter here and I put free. I like using the free one, so if you have a free account then you can go ahead and use the same one. Okay, graphics, see all. Might differ a little bit from the one I already did. Okay, let me just check. I'm going to bring it along here. I'm just left dragging the points here to fit it. Okay, now I'm going to position it, up the top here to the back, although if I position it to the front it gives the model, the fashion model with the hat, a bit more of an aura about her, so I'll leave it like that. Now I'm going to go back to elements, and I'm going to look for roses. Okay, roses being, as it's Valentine's Day coming up, looking for a free one. Okay, this is the one I used, so I've just clicked on that. I'm going to bring it up. I may decide to stay with this rose background, or I may just leave the gradient. Okay, so now we can't see the lady, So I'm going to go up to position and position to the back. Okay, now it's not the colour I want, so I'm clicking on the roses, going up to edit photo. It's giving me the gradient. Okay, so let's do something here. I'm going to get rid of both the gradient and the roses. Okay, and I'll place them back in. You know, I'm a bit messy when it comes to creating my videos, but that's the way I like to work. So you're probably a lot more organized than I am. Okay, position to the back. Okay, I'm live on the roses, so we go back to edit photo, and I am on filters here. Can you see that? See all. Now we should have, there we are, the mono color. So we've got classic, ink, noir, film, newspaper. Let's try newspaper. That's quite nice. We'll try film. That stands out a little bit more. Film. I think I'll leave it like that. The next thing I did, I'm still on elements, and I am on roses. Graphics. And I've still got the filter for the free elements. Okay, and let's quite like this one. I'm going to bring that over, and I'm going to the top to change the color. I'm going to make it either white, or I'm coming down to the photo. Grey doesn't really stand out, so I'll stick with white, and I'm going to place it inside the glasses. Okay, we're only at 43%, so I'm at the bottom here. Can you see this? I'm moving in so that I can place the rose exactly where I want it. Let's have a look. That looks perfect. Now I'm going back over here. I don't just want graphics, I now want a red rose. Actually, that one doesn't really stand out, so let's go back here. And see if there's one that stands out a bit more. This is the one I used on the original. And I'm going back up to colour, white, it's smaller. Basically I want to fit it into this part. Down just slightly. Okay, I'm going to go up now to transparency. Can you see that at the top with the little boxes? And I'm going to dial it down a little bit. Okay, lovely. I quite like that, although I want the rose to be a little bit further down. So with the arrows on my keyboard, I've just brought it down a little bit. Okay, so there we are. And now we're going to look at all over here. I'm under roses, photos, and I want a single rose to put in the lapel of the jacket. That's a lovely bright one. So I'm just As you can see, I can drag it up and down to the size I prefer. Still a little on the large side. Okay, that looks just about right. And let's go over to the original one that I did. Very, very similar. So that's at 62%. So I'll put this at 62%. I'm on 2 Canva screens at the moment. So this is the one I did before when I was preparing the tutorial. And this is the one I've done now. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me just show you full screen. So present full screen. There it is. I quite like that. And I love hats and sunglasses. Okay, to download, all you do is go up to Share, top right hand corner, come down to Download, click on there and decide whether you want a high resolution image, which is a PNG, a JPG. I suggest if you are printing it out, a PNG is better. And remember, it is A4 size, so you can actually print it out on your home computer. Although you won't have the colour, if you're anything like me, you won't have the colour of the red rose, unless you're lucky enough to have a colour printer. Okay, I'm going to give it a title, so I'm coming up here. Fashion model wearing a hat. Okay, and then I can just click there. And there it is. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. I was going to add something else on the left-hand side, just about here. But then I thought it might get a bit too busy, especially with all the roses in the background. Okay, lovely creatives. Speak soon. I'd love to get, have your feedback in the comments. Take care. Bye-bye for now.